Explorers to lend a helping hand and give back to others. Hello, I'm Justin Geck.
And I'm Callie Montana. Did you need some satisfaction in your life? If you answered yes, then have no fear, because the Rolling Stones will be rolling into Philadelphia. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Dave Roberts had the chance to sit down with Senior Resident Assistant Justin Cornelius for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
LaSalle is holding its annual sock collection for homeless shelters called Operation Fill the Bin. This collection is held each year to help the homeless in Philadelphia get clean socks. The goal of the Operation Fill the Bin is to collect 1,863 new socks by December 4th. 1863 is the golden number because that was the year LaSalle was founded. All of the socks will be donated to the local nonprofit Joy of Socks and handed out to homeless people in the region. Bins are located across campus in Founders Hall, Olney Lobby, Student Union, and the Communication Center. You can help spread the word on social media by using #FillTheBin.
The end of the semester is quickly approaching, and Habitat for Humanity Philadelphia is certainly spreading the holiday cheer. The organization is holding a gingerbread house building contest for students on December 2nd at 2 p.m. The event will be held in the Union Ballroom and costs just $5 to participate. Students are welcome to gather a team of up to 5 people and test their skills against their peers. The event will include hot chocolate and festive music, and the winner of the contest will receive a cool prize.
Explorers let the dogs out at the second annual Purina Dog Show preview. Students, faculty, and staff got a sneak peek of the agility dog portion of the National Dog Show. Attendees had the opportunity to hear about the back ends of judging, and some students even had the chance to participate in the fun and guide the professional dogs through the course. 25 lucky attendees were even granted tickets to the main event.
I mean, really what we're doing this weekend is celebrating dogs and pets. All of them, purebreds, shelter pets, you name it. We just think they add so much to our families and to our lives, and we just want to share that.
I love how Purina's here, and we always have the dog show. It gives the students, time to relax and enjoy these dogs, because dogs always help
yeah,
people
absolutely.
make them feel more comfortable.
Right, yeah. I know it's great that they come to LaSalle every year, and it's great to see like all the tricks they do, and everyone gets like a hand at it.
It gets everyone ready for, the dog show.
Exactly.
But LaSalle introduced a new learning tool that teaches students how they can help their peers who may be suffering from mental health disorders. Dave Roberts sat down with student leader Justin Cornelius to learn more. Take a look.
So can you tell me a little bit about this new program that came to LaSalle?
Sure. So the program at LaSalle is called Cognito. It's a new program. It started back in August through a grant the university got. And basically the program is to help student leaders identify when their peers or other students are going through distress. And you could refer them to the correct resources on campus to like help them pretty much.
How much do you think this is going to help now, since we're in the crunch time of things? We're in the finals week. It's a real stressful time on campus, and including since I know December, January, February, like really depressing times for just people in general because it's so cold and like the sun's not out around anymore. So how do you think this will help us or help the students here at LaSalle?
I think it'll benefit them greatly. Honestly, I think we need to be looking out for our peers, because mental health is important, and I think Cognito does a great job of like giving us the signs that we should look for, and when we see those signs, what we should do. And as an RA, we have a protocol that we follow to when we see those signs that we have to like follow the chain of command, and it makes it way to the appropriate channels.
I know that you've been an RA for a while. Do you wish that this had been here a little bit earlier, or had been, or at least just the mental health talk have been more of a pressing issue or more of a pressing conversation to have? Because I mean, I know a lot of RAs aren't really. There's some RAs that are really close to the residents, and there's some RAs that aren't too close. So how do you feel about this, at least being here now, and like what you've seen before that, like you hope will change?
So for me specifically, before I was an RA, I was able to identify when my friends are going through stuff, because when your friend is going through something, you just know.
Yeah.
And I think the program helped me to better identify when others are going through distress, but I could still tell when someone's going through something. if it had been here earlier, I think it would just be better for the people, like through as it trickles down to the student body from like student leaders and all that stuff. I think it would just be better for people to like get into that habit of like, hey, my friend's going through something, let me check on them or let me refer them to the correct resources. So I think that yes, if it was here a little bit earlier, then it would help, but like it's here now and we can only make the best of it moving forward, which I think is pretty good.
Now, I think it's really great that it starts from the student leaders and then trickling down to the rest of the student body. But there's, we're in an age now where mental health is actually being talked about more, and people are accepting more that they realize that they have, you know, some mental health issues that they can talk about. But there are still some people out there who are like still in the older mindset of once you say mental health, it's really like you have to put it down or just like shut it down and just not talk about it. So. What do you see, or how much do you think this program will help people who are really in denial about their situation?
I think it will help them understand that you need to take care of yourself. I think it will help student leaders know that they need to look out for their peers. And moving forward, I think LaSalle did a great job of like implementing this program. And I think it will help the university, the students, and just put everybody in a better light of like helping each other out, because that's important. I mean, yes, we come to college to get our degree and we make friends and all that stuff, but it's not easy when you lose someone who you knew you could have helped. So I think it will be good moving forward.
I mean, I know you don't know too much about what is actually like involved with, like, at least for like social media wise, involved with the program, but I know that on social media there's a lot of people who are very advocate about you know, spreading awareness of mental health and you know, just talking about their situation. So do you think that the students, like with this program, do you think they'll be more aware even like on social media or within like a larger scale, like even like talking to their family more or even like friends back home or stuff like that?
I think that everyone has a circle, and like once you're in a circle and your friends know you and like you're comfortable with people, then you're able to like share what you're going through. But if you're not, then it's a little bit more difficult to talk to people. But I think it's all about breaking the stigma that it is. Like we talked about, like in social media is like a huge thing because everybody's seeing what everybody else is doing and they're like, oh, I'm not doing this kind of thing. And honestly, I think that we should just be able and be comfortable to talk about what we're going through and use the resources we have on campus. So, yeah.
That sounds great. I'm really glad this program is here. I think it'll be really beneficial just for all the students and, you know, down the line in the future. I'd like to thank you for coming in and talking to us about it just from a resident assistant perspective, and I'm going to take it back to the desk.
Justin, I think it's great that LaSalle is making their students more aware about, you know, mental health and how important it is to, you know, be there and to help others and kind of give people, you know, some warning signs that they should look out for.
Yeah, I agree. This is definitely an important topic to discuss.
Yep. But it's time for our first break. But get your ice skates ready because it's the most wonderful time of the year at Dilworth Park. Stay tuned.
Tell me you didn't watch the Phillies game last night.
You know, unfortunately I did, and it was just so heartbreaking to see the first 8 batters strike out.
Quadru hasn't done anything for this organization.
I'm confused. You're doing an internship in sort of marketing and production, right?
I really can't believe that Ben Simmons won't be dropping threes on the court this year.
Hey, Tanya, I know you're really busy, but could you tell me who the Sixers play on October 28th? Doctor, in order for the Eagles to win this week, they're going to need 250 passing yards from Carson Wentz. We're going to need 100 yards rushing. I don't care who it is. We're going to need a lot of good production from our tight end and wide receivers. And I'm going to need 5 interceptions from Malcolm Jenkins. Yeah. Mom, look, I know the money situation isn't good right now, but I promise you Travis Konechny's going to have a breakout year.
Hey, I had to climb to the top of Mount Everest to find Nick Pavetta's ERA.
Sports Talk Philadelphia. We talk nothing but sports all the time.
Welcome back to LTV News. Police now know more about the couple who scammed a homeless man out of $400,000 from a GoFundMe campaign. The Burlington County prosecutor announced that, quote, the whole campaign was a lie. The entire story about Johnny Bobbitt, the homeless man who supposedly gave his last $20 to help Kate McClure buy gas, was fabricated. In fact, the couple met Bobbitt about a month prior at the Sugar House Casino, where they struck up a relationship and planned the scam out from there. Initially, things were going well until Bobbitt began to question how the money was being spent by the couple, who were using his split of the cash on luxuries such as new BMW and a trip to Las Vegas. The trio is now facing between 5 and 10 years in jail on theft by deception and conspiracy to commit theft by deception charges.
Uber is rolling out a more convenient service for riders with wheelchairs and other assistive devices in Philadelphia and 5 other cities. Uber has teamed up with MV Transportation to improve their wheelchair accessibility vehicle options for riders. Last year, Uber launched their wheelchair accessible services as a new industry-wide accessibility requirement with dozens of wheelchair accessible minivans in the Philadelphia region. These new improvements are expected to speed up the pickup times for riders in wheelchairs, with majority pickup times becoming 15 minutes or less. Uber hopes to expand their partnership with MV Transportation to include more cities in 2019.
The legendary rock and roll group, the Rolling Stones, will be performing at Lincoln Financial Field this summer on June 4th. Their no-filter tour did so well overseas that the band decided to continue the tour in the United States. Mick Jagger stated, "It's a thrill when we play stadiums in the States. The energy is always amazing." The band has also stated that they will perform some of their classic songs such as Sympathy for the Devil, Painted Black, Brown Sugar, and Miss You. Tickets go on sale November 30th at 10 in the morning.
With the holiday season in full swing, Philadelphia is now offering some festive hotspots that the whole family can enjoy. The Christmas Village has returned to Love Park, providing over 80 booths of local and international shopping options with treats and entertainment also available while you shop. Another shopping location also holds an iconic festive attraction. The Macy's Christmas Light Show, held at the National Historic Landmark Wanamaker Building, has been held since 1956. A free show takes place in the store every 2 hours, accompanied with holiday music. One of the most popular attractions in the city includes Winter at Dilworth Park, where people can skate at the ice rink located right next to the deck, the whole light show with bright colors illuminating City Hall.
I always see pictures of like Dilworth Park and people skating, and I always get really jealous because I can't ice skate, and it just looks like a ton of fun, and it's so pretty. You know, people are in a good, jolly mood, and I'm just like, it looks great from a distance. Wish I could ice skate.
I love the holiday season in Philadelphia. You know, I always go to the Wanamaker Light Show every year with my mom and my grandmother.
Oh, cool.
And you know, they also have a Dickens Village in Macy's, which is where that is. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Well, after this last break, Nuggets for Life. That's right, a popular fast food chain honored a World War II veteran in a unique way. That's coming up.
After 17 days, the California wildfire that had taken over Northern California has been contained. The fire that burned through an area the size of Chicago has killed 85 people and destroyed 14,000 homes. A nearly 3-week fight along with 3 days of rain helped more than 1,000 firefighters tame the fire. However, the good news comes at a cost, as authorities still expect to see a rise in deaths, as there are nearly 300 people that have been unaccounted for. The fire has left thousands of people in shelters and on the streets, following what is known as the most destructive wildfire in California history.
The International Children's Peace Prize was awarded to the surviving students of the Parkland Massacre who have been campaigning against gun violence since February of this year. The youth organization behind March for Our Lives was presented with the award in South Africa by Desmond Tutu, an Anglican cleric known for his works in his human rights activism. Matt and Ryan Deutsch, David Hogg, and Emma Gonzalez, members of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School community in Parkland, Florida, started interacting with the media days after the shooting and have been promoting their message about gun violence ever since. They traveled to South Africa to accept the award on behalf of the March for Our Lives movement. They were joined by 2 students from Chicago Strong, a Chicago-run organization with similar goals to March for Our Lives. Along with the award on Tuesday, Bloomberg Philanthropies awarded the Parkland High School $1 million to renovate the school and neighborhood with artwork to help the community heal through the power of art.
A Chick-fil-A in Avon, Indiana is honoring one of their favorite customers with free food for life. Ernie is a 92-year-old World War II veteran that comes to Chick-fil-A every few days for his favorite kids meal of chicken nuggets, fries, and a root beer. He is known among the employees for his warm and friendly personality, and many of the Chick-fil-A workers even sit with him when he comes in for lunch. The restaurant wanted to give back to Ernie and decided to give him free food for life, giving him the good news on Veterans Day. The restaurant presented Ernie with a military service coin and said he no longer has to pay for meals when he comes in. Ernie originally turned down the free food, but eventually accepted when employees told him how much he brightened their day. The restaurant has said despite being able to get anything on the menu, Ernie still orders a chicken nugget kids meal with fries and a root beer. Not a bad choice.
A couple in South Jersey has turned their home into a hospice for dogs and are providing top-notch care and compassion to the animals in need. Callie has the story.
Even when my heart's broken, I know that we did the right thing and we got this dog out of the shelter, showed him the better side of humanity.
Here at Monkey's House, it's not about how long these 4-legged friends have been around. It's about the quality of life they had while being cared for at this dog hospice.
We enjoy their life as much as they enjoy their life, sometimes even more.
Michelle and Jeff Allen are the co-founders of Monkey's House. With more than 20 terminally ill dogs, the couple provides them with a loving home where they can live the end of their life to the fullest.
We do find that when dogs come here, a lot of times the shelter vet will say, oh, this dog has about a month to live. And we've had them here enjoying life for 7, 8, 9 months.
Providing top-notch care to these dogs is Michelle and Jeff's top priority. That is why they have more than 50 volunteers.
Like, look at this. This is what it's all about.
The volunteers help with preparing the food, as well as the feedings. They soothe the dogs and even take them on walks.
It's a very peaceful place, and it's the small moments that you see and you just feel them.
The couple believes that dying doesn't mean life has to stop. It's actually the best reason to start living. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
I love that Michelle and Jeff are doing this and, opening their home. But Monkey's House just runs off of, donations, and they always need some volunteers. So if people are interested, they should head to monkeyshouse.org.
It looks really nice, and I like to see that, they pet the dogs, and they're all kind of just like caring for them. It's really nice.
It is, and you know what? It's funny because when I went in there, Michelle right away, and that's the owner.
Right.
She's like, "Oh my gosh, my house is a mess," and I'm like, "Girl, you have 26 dogs there. You're doing an amazing thing. Like, don't worry about it." But just these dogs, they've had such a tough life, and for me to know that they have a place where they're being loved and can live out their final moments, I think that's amazing. You don't see this, and it's great to have and to just see it and to have these dogs. Right. But now on my favorite part of the show, hashtag what is trending. Woo woo! All right, so have you ever been intimidated by a preschooler? If you aren't to know, that might change after you see this. This is Kari, and here are his school pictures. Now you're probably wondering why he doesn't look too happy. Well, his father posted to Facebook to explain what happened and said, quote, "Y'all pray for my internet son. Nothing wrong with him, but I ate his Pop-Tart before his class pictures, and he said he was never smiling again." I mean, I would be exactly like that if someone ate my grilled chicken and broccoli, because I'm a huge fan of that, so.
I know, it's crazy. It's funny that he got all upset over that. I mean, I guess the dad shouldn't take it next time.
I mean, he is a kid, so I kind of, understand. But the fact, so I was looking on Twitter because, this was trending, and people were going crazy commenting just like different things, like, oh, maybe he got his toy taken away and he's mad at his parents. I mean, look at that face. Adorable. I hope my kid is like that one day, the mean mugging face, like, yeah, buddy, you looking good. That is so cute.
Oh my gosh, I can't get over that.
Yeah.
Well, fans of the popular sour than sweet candy should get excited because they will be able to get their fix first thing in the morning. As of December 26th, Sour Patch Kids cereal will be available exclusively at Walmart. For $3.98 a box, the cereal is reported to taste similar to Fruity Pebbles. Those given the opportunity to try the cereal before its release gave it generally good reviews, though there was one disappointment across the board. They said that although every color of the candy is represented, their individual flavors are not. Although most of the comments so far have been positive, many people are expecting the cereal to have the same overwhelmingly negative results as the Sour Patch Kids ice cream that came out in 2016. Well, first off, Callie, all I can say is yuck. I do not even like regular Sour Patch Kids, so even if I were to get this cereal with a coupon, I wouldn't.
What? How don't you like Sour Patch Kids? Is there something wrong with you?
No,
but okay, but we also have to realize that it's not tasting like Sour Patch Kids.
True.
It's like a Fruity Pebbles. So to me, that's what I'm confused about. Fruity Pebbles is already on the market.
Yeah.
What I think is going to happen is people are hyped about it. Like, oh, cool, Sour Patch Kids cereal. Yeah, everyone's dream. Not really. But so it's going to be all hyped up. People are going to buy it. And then after a while, they're just going to be over it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I see it.
I don't know. I'd have to try it to see.
You see, it just doesn't even look appetizing, even though they say it tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just, you're back in competition with Fruity Pebbles that's been out on the market for so long. I don't know, who's ever in their marketing team, I think you made a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Just because few people liked it, they're going wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, I don't know, it's just not a really good idea. I think, like, just have Fruity Pebbles then, if you're going to have something that tastes like that.
I don't know, but let's get into the holiday spirit. What do you say, right? Especially with this next trend coming up. You like my headband?
I do. I'm going to put mine on, too.
Cool. I like mine better, though. But now that we're into the holiday season, there is nothing more mouth-watering to think about than the vision of waking up on Christmas morning to the smell of breakfast cooking away in the kitchen. Well, for a brief time, Jimmy Dean was making that a reality for households everywhere. Not with their famous sausage, though, but with sausage-scented holiday wrapping paper. Yep, you heard me right. The thought of the scented wrapping paper had people going crazy, and the company has now marked the wrapping paper out of stock on their website. Currently, representatives from the company have offered no word as to whether the smelly surprise would be making a second appearance. Why? What is wrong with people out there?
I know, it's very strange. So does your gift smell like that then?
Well,
if it's wrapped up for a while?
I mean, I don't think it's that strong that your gift would smell like that, right?
I mean, very unusual idea.
Yeah, but okay, the thing to me that I have to bring up is it's just gross. That's it.
That just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on Facebook. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using their Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page. But until next year, for Justin, Dave, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.